Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Thursday Night Poker, the end of the Big Bounty Memorial Day Tournament.
Part 2.
Big Bounty, Part 2.
Three left.
Yeah, 3 players left. Dan just won a pretty big pot with 9-4. 4-9? Which one is it?
9-4.
9-4. He did not get paid off by Noun Stumbles.
Noun Stumbles. Great way to start the episode.
No poker today. Today's the VFW weekends, which means no Thursday poker. But pretty much every other Thursday for the rest of the month, we are on point. Thursday through Sunday at the max. Pretty much the rest of July into August until we get back to this second weekend of VFWs. So,
Sweet.
Pretty awesome. Dan just had 9-4, won a decent-sized pot. Now he's got pocket
Now, if I
nines.
remember correctly, Dan's been, mixing it up.
He is.
He's been raising with 7 deuce. He's been limping with the ace king and
Correct.
didn't go broke.
Yeah,
Or didn't
how did
stack
they-
that with the queens.
Yeah, queens versus ace king, and they both limped in. They were both
Limp
tricky.
check. I was like, wow.
Crazy town. Looks like Dan raised with his nines, and Angelo's going to call with an ace. Right now, Angelo's got about 55 to 60% of chips in play, and then Dan's our bottom stack, and then Tyler's kind of floating in the middle with a little bit less.
And Angelo's been bleeding a little bit. Not
He
bleeding,
has.
but
He had 70% of chips
he
in play
had
at one point.
70% with 5 left.
He might
Now
even
he's
gotten up
got-
to 80.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You play the big stack,
Yep.
you start kind of moving things
Yeah,
around.
you either win or it gets close.
Right. That's it. Looks like an all-in from Dan, and Angelo's going to call with that ace.
Yeah, I mean, Angelo made it 100,000, so he's obviously got to...
He's priced himself in. I mean,
he's committed.
do you try to make your bet sizing?
Yeah.
If you want to leave yourself an out, do you bet the appropriate amount to leave yourself an out? But then is that kind of a tell?
Yeah, it's almost like you need to do it the other way.
Right.
Like when you're super strong, you
flops
make it
and
look
nine.
like you can fold.
Flopping a set, that's nice.
That's
Flops
all
a
she
nine?
wrote.
Oh,
and
and he turns an ace.
yeah, that I think this hand was playing itself out no matter
bet
what.
anyway,
Dan
yeah.
was getting a double up here, courtesy of Angelo.
And brother
One
man.
way or
Pretty
another.
much no matter what. I mean, even if he kind of plays it
you
tricky,
got today.
maybe the ace of hearts scares Angelo, but like you like to say, nobody ever has a flush and hold 'em.
No, they don't.
What a time.
Nobody even have a heart.
No.
Not even a heart.
Not even one heart, let alone 2. All right, well, now we got anybody's game.
Now we got a full race here.
I mean, 4K, 8K, small is only 10 bigs different from the chip leader. So,
Yep.
I mean,
They're basically,
Yeah, they're
it's
basically
an even match now. This is a 3-man sit and go.
everybody hurts everybody with a double up. Kills everybody, basically.
Tyler big blind putting in those brown chips signals. I'm not really excited to pay my big blind, so I'm going to put out all these chips that I don't want.
Right. Those are getting colored up soon. So.
Yep.
All right, Angelo. Gonna raise, gonna limp.
Limps
Queen
in.
8. Jack 5 suited. Here we go.
We're going to see a flop.
Classic 60-40.
Ah, yes, the classic 60-40, Queen 8, Jack 5. This is from the 1987 World Series of Poker.
Whole lot of nothing.
Squadoosh. This is a bet and you win. Bet and you win. Somebody bet. Bet, Angelo. Bet. Just look at your chips and he'll fold. Look at him. Now he doesn't know if they both checked or neither one of them has
I didn't either, to be honest. So.
No, they hadn't done anything yet. Check, check. River is a duck, goose, which means queen high is good.
Yeah, Queen has.
I guess if you checked it this far, I might as well just continue.
Yeah, you got showdown value now.
Hey, check out that guy in the background in the overlay shirt.
Nice looking shirt there,
Hey.
Mike.
Turtlenecks are not sold by overlay wear.
No,
we do not
that's-
make any turtlenecks. That's a gator.
That's a gator.
This is Memorial Day weekend. So this was like the last weekend of the... Oh, it can't be the full mask mandate because Angelo's not wearing his. So it has to be the first weekend of the new mask mandate, which is fully vaccinated players no longer have to wear a mask.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
It
I
is.
like it. I
Yeah,
think it's much
pretty
nicer.
nice. It is much nicer.
I forgot how much I miss seeing people's faces.
Yeah. All right, Angelo out of there with the queen deuce
Out
off.
of button. Jack 8 suited.
Favorite hand.
Heads up. Seems like you should be raising with this one. If you're getting in, you should be raising.
Or limping.
And it's the very dramatic call. Dan's really not going to do much with an 8 deuce here.
Tyler's rooting for an 8. And I see a
Get
lot of
that
red
slow
cards.
flop. It's got the king of clubs out there, which is a bad card at
There's
that
an
moment.
8. All right.
16.
Oh boy, 8's the worst card for everybody.
It is bottom pair, though, so I don't expect Dan to get into too much trouble, but he is going to call 16,000.
Bottom pair, worst kicker.
Yeah. So if he has anything, you lose.
Yeah.
All right, another scary card. Tyler now has an open ender. He might continue, and he's going to.
16 more.
Another little 16 burger.
16,000.
And I'll take it down.
Dan smells out the sneaky 8, but I think you called it right. He can't beat anything, so the 8's kind of a mute point.
Yeah, it's basically like ace high.
Or a moo point, as they say on Friends.
I
A
don't watch
moo
Friends.
point. I think that shows our age difference.
Yeah.
I watched Friends. I remember when the last episode came
feel good
out.
about
Same
getting rid
thing
of
with
these bonds.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You never really watched those.
No.
Seinfeld's like
Friends more than Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's like super anti-millennial now. Like the millennials don't.
Well, yeah, I don't
dig
think
Seinfeld.
I don't think I ever liked it.
It's
I think
hilarious.
it's very like polarizing, right? You either love it or hate it.
I guess. Unlike The Simpsons, where just everybody loves it.
Yeah. Or everybody can tolerate watching The Simpsons
Yeah.
for a while.
Angelo gets a walk.
Walk.
Probably was raising there anyways, so good time for Dan not to limp in. Three-handed, how often should you be defending your small blind? Is it something you need to be thinking about? I mean, obviously you need to be thinking about it, but do you have like a...
Small blind's a tough spot.
Right,
Okay.
because you're never going to be in position.
Yep. And you always have the button trying to steal.
Right,
Defending the small blind is probably not as much as you'd think
right.
with the big blind behind you.
I was more referring to the fact of if the button folds and it gets to you in the small
like
blind,
how
how much do you need to try to play that?
I think you're
Otherwise,
playing
you're
like
going to get...
100%. It's like, that's where we balance out, and you limp some good hands, limp some bad hands, raise some bad hands. You can basically do whatever you want.
Raise the good hands.
Yeah, raise the good hands, raise the bad hands, or limp. Like,
All right, so
options.
here's Angelo. Folds to him with king queen. He's gonna raise.
Yeah.
Looks like 21.
21,000.
There you go, 21,000. Look at those chip reads from deep. Can we give a shout out to Kaina? I highly doubt she watches this, but she just got third place in the WPT last night. Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Third place, 448,000.
It's a lot
Third
of money.
place. She's a CCG player at times.
Oh, let's-
She's been there at
You guys
least
want to play
once
this
or
hand
twice.
first, or do you want to talk about it after that?
Big mow and go tomorrow. Apparently,
We're
5:30.
already in
It's
the
the
hand
best time to start a mow and go.
Special guest in town, right? Stacia.
Oh yeah! Oh, that's
Coming
why
from-
it is. That's
coming from
okay. I'll
back
give
from
that one.
Texas.
Miss Stacia. God, I love Stacia. She's the best. She just brings action.
As if Texas didn't need any more action.
No, it just brings. It's like overflow
Yeah.
of action.
All right, so we have a bet and a call. Tyler bet. And
Tyler's
Angelo-
betting into him with the bottom 6. Now he's got a flush draw. He's probably not too confident with that 6 of clubs, so it's check. Brick on the river
Angelo's
means
gonna
Angelo's
bet here.
king.
He's gonna
Yeah,
like
he's
his
gonna
hand.
bet now. I think he was waiting for non-spade or
That's a pretty good river. for
non-club.
Angelo.
Yeah, it's a great river. I mean, if the guy's got 5-8, you just pay him off. Right.
Right.
You just lose.
You just lose.
I like when people are like, "How do I lose with kings here?" I'm like, "Because the other guy had aces, and you just lose."
Well, he is going to look him up here with bottom pair. Well,
I like it.
Fourth pair.
I like it. Shows he's not going to go away quietly.
Angelo needed that pot, I feel like. That was like a momentum.
100%.
100%.
100%. Angel's back up to a pretty solid chip leader.
Yeah.
He can afford to double up Tyler and still be perfectly fine and right in the middle of
Oh,
chips.
this king
So
regardless?
I guess the ICM right now is on Tyler, not on Tyler. Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm getting used to this technology,
Yeah.
terminology.
4 plus the seat, yeah.
It's not super terrible. I mean, Dan's got to still take his spots. It's not like
Right.
he's leaving a ton of money on
Well,
the table if he busts in
And
third
then
instead of
the
second.
winner gets
Right.
everything plus the seat.
Please go to ccgpoker.com for info on charity
gets
poker events.
700.
Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, CCG Poker TV. We're up to 840 something, almost 850.
And we said we give away $1,000.
$1,000 at 1,000 players, 1,000
Yeah.
subscribers.
Everybody's
It's
slow.
the easiest free
How
roll.
does
And
it-
again,
how
I
do
even
people
said
that don't
no
go-
add-ons, nothing, free freaking
Plus your-
money.
plus your bounty.
Free.
Yeah.
How do people that didn't
Free
go
money.
to like Wednesday night free poker not just like make 100
Yeah, make
YouTube
second
names
place
and
money.
follow us on all?
Are you okay with?
I don't know
like,
if that's possible,
having
but if
that
that's possible, you should do
confirmed?
that.
Everybody good?
Gotta make 100 emails.
Angelo with the Brian Urlacher of spades.
Is it okay if we do that just to make it legitimate?
Well, as you say it, it's the Michael Jordan.
I mean, nobody thinks Michael Jordan when they think 45.
I do.
I don't.
It's the only thing I think of when I think of 45.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait your turn.
Or
Who else
like
is 45?
Trump.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. That's about. Those are the extent of my
I mean,
4-5s.
how are all these were all limped in?
Yep.
King Jack, Queen 10, 5-4 suited? Kind of a whiff flop. I mean,
No, there had
Angelo
to be a
drilled
raise.
the
There had to
4.
be a raise. There's 65,000 in the pot.
Oh, yeah.
Small raise by Angelo. Call. Probably.
Angelo's going to continue C-bet, even though he's got the best hand. He doesn't think he's got the
He
best hand,
doesn't.
though.
And he denies the equity from the 2 overs, and now Dan has 2 overs and a gutty.
He's going to see some with the spin call. Do you do spin calls?
Sometimes.
How do
Maybe.
you, I like to just pew, 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 pew. I like to throw them
Yeah.
in one at a time.
When it's like 25 on the river, you're like, boom, boom, yeah.
Just throw them in there.
Check.
I think we're going to see a check all the way down here
All right.
with the 4.
And
4
Angelo's
winner.
gonna be happy.
Dan might take it. No, Dan's not taking it. He thought about taking a stab at it for a second. Angelo at this point, showdown.
Winner.
Just show it. It's a 100K pot. Like, just, you don't want to get raised here on the river because he really can't call a raise, right?
No.
Like, if he bets and Dan raises,
Fold.
you
Have to
insta-fold.
Yep.
So when you're going to insta-fold to any bet, what's your best play?
Check.
Just check.
Oh, good, yeah.
Show it down, see the winner. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. All right, win to showdown 76% of times. Angelo's been playing all the way to the river.
Yes.
Or anything?
3/4 of the time, to be exact.
That's good math.
Thanks, dog. All right, looks like blinds are up 5 and 10.
not trying to get
I think
knocked out
5
in
and
the
10
next
is the
5 minutes
sweet
and then
spot of
down.
a tournament because it makes the betting so much
Yep.
better.
It's
I
like
get
25,000.
I get mildly agitated when I keep getting like 16,000 bets. It's just like I get it, it's double the big blind, but it's like the math is so much harder for me. I prefer straight even
Even
numbers.
numbers,
Yeah,
5s and 0s.
it's just better. It's just better.
Thank you, Floor.
It's just better.
I mean, who's running this tournament that we still got Browns in play at 5,000, 10,000?
Yeah, it seems like somebody should have covered those up. No, those are not. Oh no, because the Browns are in this. I was thinking the bounty chips.
Yeah, the Brown chips. are
Everybody
sweet.
asks why we got bounty chips that were brown in color, and do you know why?
I don't.
510 now, yeah?
All they had.
Makes
Literally
sense.
the only color chip left.
Okay.
I was like,
That's
that
why we got
sucks.
Brown 500s, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have
They didn't have enough blanks. I was very upset about it. King A from Tyler on the button. I would like to see a raise here, Tyler. Don't just limp.
5.
25. There you go. Nice even number. What you asked for.
I like ooh ace 9 suited. It's such a pretty hand.
It is.
And it gets me in trouble
I
so
would be
many
re-raising,
times.
but that's just me.
Okay,
think it's
looks like
20.
a call
You can call.
for less.
Yeah.
Dan calls for less. Angelo with the 9-10 suited. This he gave it away, right?
No, he's in there.
Can't see his cards.
They're under this hand.
I guess since he's still on the board, he should be in. Interesting flop here. Tyler flops top pair.
Did he just lead? Oh, they instantly checked?
Yeah, check to Tyler. Ace 9's out of there. Would have liked to see another club for free. Angelo's calling for the gutter ball.
Backdoor hearts, which he does not want. Okay.
All right, I think it's a check bet fold here.
Pass the line right there.
25. Not going to see it, Angelo. Gutter ball?
Yeah, 25 into 155.
At what point in life did the new poker stance be that left arm up on your right shoulder
It was at
like
the
block?
I don't know. It was like at the Poker Masters a couple years ago.
Yeah, but like why what's
I
the
don't know.
reasoning behind it? It's just a thing.
You're comfortable. You're relaxed. I don't know.
You gotta pay to see it through.
Gotta pay to see it. Check.
Yeah. We just decided that. Yes, sir.
Winner, winner.
Shows the king. Good. Two. How many on the red, white, and blue this past weekend? July weekend.
189.
So this is coming out Friday, July 9th And the previous weekend, we had 189 players in the red, white, and blue deep stack. $240 buy-in, sick tournament. Tons of people came for day 2. I
Yeah,
completely
it was
screwed
great.
up the spreadsheet.
You did. That's okay. It happens to the best of us.
It'll never happen again because I realized what the mistake was.
You can blame me. It was the first day 2 I wasn't at.
Ah, yes.
So.
That's a good number 2. Take the blame.
Yeah.
Good VP there, folks. That's what you need to do.
That's what I'm here for. Taking blame. All right, queen in the window.
To the wall!
Double gutter for Tyler.
Jack or an 8. Nope, that's what he has. King or a 9.
There you go.
Upside down 9 on the turn.
Angelo decides his queen is the best hand.
It is.
Tyler, you would have heard from him if he had an ace.
You'd think so.
This is a little semi-bluff here.
I like
wonder
the
if
semi-bluff.
Angelo is going to sniff it out.
He's hoping to get a free turn card. Nope, we're on the turn. He's hoping to get a free river. Nope.
Well, nope.
None of that's true.
Yeah.
Angelo's not going to give it up at this point.
Interesting to see if it goes brick and Angelo checks if Tyler's going to bet the river.
Rip it again, yeah.
But it didn't go brick. Now Tyler has some showdown value where it's probably just going to go check. Because Tyler's hand's too good to bluff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack,
Queen good.
your queen.
Nice.
That's a weird spot where like Angelo might have gotten saved by Tyler improving his hand. Because if it's a brick and then Tyler jams, Angelo folds.
That's it.
But because Tyler picked up the jack, he checked.
You get some showdown value.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that. Wild.
All right, Dan and Tyler are pretty close in chips here, within 3 big blinds of one another, 2.8 big blinds to be exact, somewhere in that area.
Good
Fun
math.
little final table.
That's why I like 510, because
It's
it's
an up
such a
and down.
sweet, easy way to do stuff.
Good math.
Like next it goes what, 6-12?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
you're all
I'm
screwed
back.
up.
I'm back to no idea what's going on.
So for 3 levels of the tournament, 50, 100,
I played
500,
super
1,000,
good.
5,000, 10,000.
Right, I played great.
You know what you're doing.
I play super well. Like those are my primo spots to play in. Like I have to switch gears, get moving.
All right, Angelo opens
Ace
the
Jack,
button
yeah, and he's
Tyler,
gonna bet
three bet.
100K here.
and take it down. Probably.
Tyler raised. Tyler 3-bets him. I think he could have done a little bit less, like maybe 80K. Might have gotten a call out of Angelo.
Please don't throw it at me.
Maybe.
I guess it's one of those points you're really happy just to take down. I mean, 23,000 when you only have 230. I mean, it's a 10% of your
It's
chip
the
stack.
ultimate trade-off, right? Do you want to give him the right price with the bad hand,
Right.
but then you lose 38% of the time
Yeah.
you lose, or you just take it down, but then you only win 1 big blind
Right.
or 2 big blinds
Yeah.
from the guy,
Correct. The constant poker struggle.
and you have to play that hand out of position. So it's like, I'll just take it down.
Right.
And that's where Ace Jack is different than Queens. Queens, you're like, all right, let's go.
I want to see.
I'll
I
make
want to see it all
65.
the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace Jack, it's like it can just come 2, 3, 4, and
With
what,
City.
What are you gonna do? All right, we got a couple
And his
of
6s are good.
couple of bad hands here. Limp check.
No 4, no 4, no 4, no 4 could spell trouble. 8-7 deuce. Turn is
Sweating the turn.
sweating the turn. 10 hearts.
Best hand wins.
Pretty good. Pretty good bet by Dan. Just betting his diamonds. Seeing what's out there. You can see this tournament went from a massive, massive Angelo chip lead to just a baby chip lead now.
Little
And he's
baby.
really kind of fought back to get a baby.
Yeah, I mean he has half the chips.
Yeah.
But yeah. But he's not overpowering like he was.
What is it speed point?
It's a deep enough tournament at 510. What, the small stack has almost 200K? That's what, 20 big blinds?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
It's a ton.
You don't need to do anything crazy at that point.
Nope.
I like the single tower. I like the big tower stacks from Dan over there. I
People
think
spend
that's-
like 2 days at the WSOP main event sitting at 20 big blinds.
yeah.
Like 30 hours.
I thought you
I'm
were going
fine.
to say 2 days of like building pyramids and things
No,
with their chips, which
no.
they also do.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough
Yeah.
to get chips.
So we did a whole episode last week on the WSOP for the Overlay Poker Podcast, a poker podcast. And we talked about what week we wanted to go down for the WSOP, which is exciting.
Yep.
You're definitely playing the main event this year?
Probably.
I think you've got a backer that's interested in
Yeah, we got
getting on Team Brando here.
It's a good team. Full
Jack
house for
Jack
Dan.
for Dan. Yeah, I mean, he's just...
Jack 9.
Oh, boy. No, but nobody else says anything.
You don't like the orange?
That's the problem with poker. Even when you
They
get
don't
great
just-
hands, you need somebody to have a good
I like
second
the blue. It's
best.
a nice color.
Or somebody who's trying to pull something sticky.
Oh.
Represent. He has the best one.
Right.
All right, we got a winner. He bet the minimum and just got no action.
Yeah.
That
You want to know
sucks.
why? Because we don't have it.
Angelo, Tyler, Dan, 3,
Now
4,
you know
8
whenever I
seat.
call, I have.
What's your favorite seat at the tournament table?
3.
Yeah, 3's
or
mine.
8.
3 or 8. I like Dan's seat. I like.
The corners.
I'm not a fan of the 4 seat. I don't like the middle of the table.
4, 5,
I like
6,
to be in
bad.
the wings.
Yeah.
I'm a wing player. I really like the
I
right
call
wing.
it the corner.
I like a wing.
Like a chicken wing?
Chicken wing.
I'm hungry. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
aces.
Our first look at
Angelo's
aces.
hungry
I don't
for
know if
aces.
we've seen aces yet.
All right. Nice little, what was that, 20 or 25?
It's like 20. 25. Pretty standard. Whiff, whiff. Dan's going to get snarky with an 8-5. What do you call it? Froggy?
A little froggy.
He's getting
you know,
froggy
yep.
with it.
I have a feeling it's not going to end well for Dan.
I mean, unless the flop comes 8-8-5. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is the problem. You play mediocre hands.
Yeah, in the
You
middle
flop
pair.
a mediocre pot. And now you're playing against a massive hand where you're still 1 out of 5 to win, and you just flopped your top card. Angelo bets.
And if you look at the pot and look at his stack, it's getting
Queen gives him
getting
even
late
less
early
outs.
here. Like for Dan,
Yeah.
he's got 5%. Angelo checks back, a little bit sneaky. Pot control. Now H thinks he has the best hand. Angelo has to decide if raising is
Worth it.
Yeah.
It's not. Shows the aces. Well played, aces. I think he
He
got
got a
the
lot.
maximum.
He got a lot.
I don't think he was getting much more than that. I think if he'd have bet on the turn, I think it would have scared Dan away. It induced Dan to at least throw a 25K bet at him.
Yeah, or
And again, if he raises there, Dan folds.
yep.
Or he's got a
Or
queen
give
and then he
the
goes
guy
all
who's
in,
got
and then
king.
Or
now
straight.
what are you
You
gonna do?
lose.
You know?
Yeah, I think if Angelo bets the turn,
you
Dan
tried
might
to
call
slow
it, but
play
then
as
he's
last
never going to
hand.
get a street on the river.
Took a page out of your book.
He's only going to get one more street of value
Right.
no matter which way he plays it.
I love our new ticker at the bottom.
Imitation is the biggest
Super
form
cool.
of flattery, you know.
219.
Yeah, Michigan City.
I was in Michigan City yesterday.
Oh, they're probably calling to ask about you.
Uh-huh. I was
Picking
in
up
Michigan
the
City
dog?
picking up the dog.
Nice.
New puppy for the fam. She's sweet. Little golden retriever puppy. We picked her up in Amish country. Oh boy.
Yeah,
A lot of Amish.
a lot of Amish.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't know the Amish, there was like buggies all over the place.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
it's wild. You should have went to a bakery.
They have like an Amish restaurant. What does that mean?
They cook with like pots and fire and stuff.
I like fire cooking.
Yeah. I don't know. I just made that up.
50,000.
Check, fold.
Tyler
Yeah, Tyler
blasts
bet it
the
out.
gutter ball and ace high and wins.
I mean, I think he bet the ace high there, and the second plan was the gutter ball. Dan's down to 11 bigs, so now he's getting a little bit sketchier.
Especially when you have to pay 3.5 big blinds every 3 hands.
I was gonna say orbit, but you're right. It's every 3 hands. That's a lot.
It is.
I mean, you're at max.
He can only go 9
think-
hands without blinding out.
3-handed, maybe 4-handed is when you really start to get pressed. Where like, really the new crazy moments that you need to think about are like really 15 big blinds,
Yeah.
right? Where you're normally at like 8 to 10 is when you get panic mode. You're like, I got to find a spot here.
Yep. But when you're at a
3-handed,
full table, at 8,
5 total.
you got
8
time.
it goes a while.
You got a
yeah.
little time. Whereas when you're 3-handed, 4-handed, even 5-handed,
You ain't got much time.
you got to start thinking about how fast those blinds are
Right.
coming around, so that King 9 starts looking. I know that's not Dan's hand, but I mean King 9 starts looking
Correct.
pretty damn
and
good.
every time you have the button, you're like, well, this is probably it.
And it folds to you. It's like, all right.
I got to take this spot no matter what I have. All right, Angelo flops a little.
Looking him up with the clubs.
Little 8 high flush draw.
Now he's got jack outs. Do a
Dude,
job.
they check the turn every time.
Yep.
Ooh,
All right, so Angelo
club
gets
ball.
there. Let's see if he's going to bet into him. 8's a little
I
sticky.
mean, it is what, the 4th nuts?
Yeah. Jack,
Jack
10,
the
9,
10, the 9.
fourth nuts. It's not terrible, to be honest. The 8 seems a lot better than it really is when the ace, king, queen's out there.
No, you don't. You wouldn't stick
If he had a
around
10, he would have bet the turn, so you know that's
40K
out.
bet.
If
If he had a jack, he would have
probably
bet the
would've
flop.
Three
Or the
clubs
turn.
out there.
Right.
When you turned it straight with it.
So really, the only card he could have is
Like
a
the
9.
of clubs.
Right. And lose. Like, the only thing he's worried about is the 9.
You'll see it.
I don't wanna
And he
wait
probably
for
wouldn't be
it.
thinking about it.
It's
this
funny,
long.
and Tyler's got a 9 too. It's
I
just
know,
the wrong
wrong
9.
suit.
Yeah.
Show me club.
8.
There it
Did he
is.
say A like Fonzie or like 8?
I think both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
That's good. Brandon and I are trying a new recording, and it's very, very scary because
If it doesn't work, I'm
in the
going home.
past, we now limit ourselves to 1 hour recording sessions because in years past we did a 3-hour session, which might have been hands down one of our best recording sessions
Oh, it was
of all
great.
time.
It was
It
great.
was funny. There was dick jokes.
Yep.
It was
One-liners.
great. I mean, it was a true comedy, and then we get to the end, and none of it recorded. We wasted 3 hours of our lives.
So what do we do?
Just
We
hanging
we
out with each other.
No, we just went home. We're just like, forget this. Like,
Not doing it.
we're not doing it again. Like, we both just like left. Like, I'm out of here.
Okay. This is a hand.
All
King
right.
10 suited. Tyler's calling with an ace, and Dan's got 9s. I think Dan at this point
All right.
needs to do a little
he's
stop
all
and go.
in.
Stop
He's
and go.
all
He's
in.
stopping and going.
I mean, what
He's
is he going
getting
to
it all in no
save
matter
his
what.
50,000 if it comes ace, king, queen? Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if it comes like queen, 2 overcards, you're probably not folding. I
No.
mean, 1, you're never folding.
No. At this point, he's hoping one of the other two will. Put
And I mean,
it all in.
Angelo might just
What
put it
Angelo's
all
doing.
in.
He is.
Say, let's
He
end
put
the
out
tournament
100
right now.
Is that a call?
I think he said raise though, and he's trying to figure out. Oh, maybe he just called.
It looks like more than a call.
No, he's raising. They're just trying to figure out the amount.
You raised it 47.
Trying to figure out what he can actually raise.
Like what his min raise is too.
Right.
So you rated 47.
18 to 70 is what, 52, so 128.
Yeah. Is the minimum he can make it.
Yeah, that looks like 118 because someone's
Right.
bad at math.
Close though.
That's close.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's good.
143.
No,
That's just
123.
123.
All right, we made it to the right spot. 128.
So
Get out
is
the way.
Angelo's idea of 4-betting the minimum here is to try to get
Good luck.
Tyler to come along on the ride?
Yeah.
I guess, right?
I
Otherwise,
think
why
he
would you
just didn't
go
put
all
out
in?
the right amount. I think he just put out.
Nice
Yeah.
He
guy.
said raise, put out 100K. It was like, well,
it's
that
gotta
ain't
be
right.
wrong.
Yeah. Okay, that's more likely what happened.
Oh, we got a
Prematurely
raise.
raised. 9s versus King 10s are first all in like a half an hour of
Do you
play.
like to have the pair or the overcards?
I don't know.
Little bit of
Suited
jam
overcards.
ace,
The
man.
King 10 to me looks so
Worst
pretty,
position
even though
to
it's
be
the statistically it's the worst hand.
Yeah.
I just would prefer to have King
Don't ask
10.
for
I like to
things
be
you're
on the draw than defending. I'm not a defender. I like to be an
See, I would rather
aggressor.
have the 9s just because you can just flop a set and it be over.
Oh boy.
Still
Nothing
winning.
like that.
Flops the 9. This was getting all in. Spade. Oh no. 8 for a chop. He's got spades. And a dud on the river. Dan
Load it up.
should just,
There you go,
as soon as he
buddy.
looks at a 9, he should just jam all in.
Yep.
Because every time he gets a 9, he gets a full house.
9 save you get.
Right?
I mean,
9-4.
Twice. But yeah,
9-4. Last episode, he got a full house at the
I
end.
agree.
And then there was another Jack 9. Remember?
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
the
Jack
Jack
9.
9?
He had another
Remember
ball.
the Jack? Oh, maybe I'm not so full of shit. 9's full twice. That's 4 times. Anytime he's got a 9, he's got a full house. I look at a 9, boom, I'm all in. I'm all in. Full house.
I mean, you just counted that last full house twice, but why 9s twice?
Why do they go with full house and then like in PLO we talk about a full boat, but then we do like the grading of
canoe.
boats like a canoe, like a very small boat to up to like a super yacht.
Yeah.
But then like why didn't it ever go to like full house? Would be like, "Nah, I just
Mansion.
got a condo. I got a
know.
studio apartment, full house, full studio, guys."
I have no idea. This is
It's
great.
so stupid. Full mansion, everybody. Ace 10 versus Ace 7. We could see Tyler make an exit here very quickly.
So, like, Dan just has to jam here and get the bounty. He likes
I
to
forgot
play
about
hands.
bounties.
Yeah,
he likes to keep them thinking.
I would just like. They can never outplay me if I just jam here.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. You
Yeah.
can't get outplayed if you're all in.
35?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
all-ins work every time until the last.
Yeah. But like here now, like you haven't
You
been
just
in a
got a full
dominating-
double up, like,
Well, you haven't been in a dominating situation, and now you
Right.
might not get all the money.
right. Because he would have called 100% if Dan went
Yeah.
all in.
If Dan jams, Tyler calls, and now Dan's 80%.
I
to knock him
think
out.
Dan's like, bloop, put out the bobber there. Let's see if we can reel him in. Here we go. Grab some more chips.
But like
kid.
now he might lose.
Grab some more chips.
40,000.
He might lose.
He's not gonna lose. All right, bet of 40. Dan is in the pot before the other chips go in. I like it. Whoa, what was that? Did you see that quick scramble? Ace queen. Or hits a queen in the turn. Check, check. Oh, nail in the coffin for Tyler. 10-25. Just a call.
Ace. What's your kicker? You.
Kicker problems.
Sack of shit.
I hate kicker
Respectfully.
problems.
Nice
Me
hand.
too.
My middle name's Kicker Problems.
Is it?
No.
That'd be a lot of KKPK.
Yeah, that would be bad. Too close to that other organization that nobody likes.
At least there's problems in there.
Right. Cumulative winnings. Everybody at the final table currently is up chips from where they started.
Angelo barely any of them because that's how many he had to start
I
this
can
final
climb
table.
back out.
That seems kind of crazy. So
It
he
is.
went way up, and then, because right now he's got like 100, 200, 260.
320.
Yeah. Is that how much it is?
Yep.
Wow.
350.
So is Dan our new chip leader? Dan with kings. Dan's on a rip-roaring streak of cards right now. What's the most hands you've ever won in a row?
Not as many as you.
You know how many mine are?
13.
13.
Yep.
13 in a row. And then I had to go Pete. I was left.
Damn.
Like Lou Gehrig. I'm just
Yeah,
out.
10-3 wasn't cutting it.
I don't know what that means, but I'm out. Angelo's got 400. Dan's now at 387, 390.
Oh,
so
there's
they're within
another
one big
stack
blind.
of blues and Angelo's that we're not counting. 1, 2, 3.
300, 360, 370, 380, 390.
Plus the top.
Plus the top part. Yep.
407. Okay.
Pretty good. See, folks, Brandon and I can easily figure out how many chips Angelo has because he stacks them like Mo. My buddy Mo likes to say, stack them like a professional. And how do you stack them like a professional? And how you know when you are a professional? At least you can act like
cards
one.
keep getting, like,
Use your big chips. When you got browns in play or 500s or 1Ks,
Don't
put out Tyler, calling you out here. Don't be putting out your small blind in orange. Put out your small blind in blues.
Yep.
Get those big chips out there. It makes the game go faster. And
Like your chip
technically,
stack doesn't change.
it does not change.
You'll count them when you're all
You
in.
know what does change? The amount of time you get to play at the blind levels that are lower, so you're going to get more play by using the chips correctly, smartly.
Yep.
It only benefits everybody. If everybody at the table does, and it's one of those things that, like, when a table starts tilting, in the sense of, I don't mean physically full tilting, I mean the actual, like, everybody starts doing the same things. Like, everybody starts using small chips then. It's like a
A snowball effect.
it's like a subconscious thing that people end up doing, and it's terrible for the table.
Yeah.
You're getting in.
And everyone's just punishing yourself.
Yeah, you're getting 6 hands in every 15 minutes rather than
8.
8. Would you rather have 6 hands or 8?
8.
8 is the answer, folks. 8 is the answer.
Dan wins again, by the way.
Dan's our new chip leader. Told you. Dan's a chip leader, 425 to 375. Tyler's scooping up the bottom here. He's got maybe 2 hands. He needs to just look at a card and know.
This is his spot right here. He's in the big blind next
Yeah.
hand. He's got to put if you look down at like a 9.
I don't care what you look
Yeah.
at. Does not matter what 2 cards he has right now. I would just put my chips in. I'd preemptively put my chips in. I dare you
Or
to call.
just like fake look.
No, I don't even fake look. I just put them in.
But then they're going to call you with anything. 'cause they know
So
it's
what?
Dark.
I have anything.
Yeah, but you can still have fold equity here.
I have nipples, Brandon. Can you milk me?
You know that the average amount of I don't know if I can say this. Never
Oh
mind.
boy. The average amount of what?
The average amount of eyes a human has is less than 2.
What?
Like think of all the average.
It's like 1.9.
Correct.
That's
It's
weird.
It's under
Shit.
2.
That's weird.
So you have an above.
super
You have
weird.
an above average amount of buys.
Tyler didn't go there.
No.
I didn't see what he had. Did you see what he had?
10-7 off.
10-7 would have been a winner.
Well,
Nah, you would have lost.
no, but it would have went fold maybe. Now
No,
he's like
I don't
typing.
think-
He's typing Ken like, yo,
I don't think
I need
there's.
that king of clubs. It's broken.
I
but
don't think
I
there's
need it.
any chance that Tyler does or that Angelo folds that to that bet.
You don't think so?
No.
For a fifth of his chips with Jack 4 off?
Would you?
Yeah.
With a bounty in play?
Yeah.
See, this is why the bounty chips count. Bounty chips matter.
They mean less now in the payouts.
All right, so now he's the big blind, which means he's got to put in.
Well, 1.5 big
20K.
blinds. No, 15. Give him a little discount. Small blind Annie.
Oh, it went up at 612.
Oof. So 18.
Eek. Eek. It's a lot. Angelo, 9-7. Is he going to get involved here? He is. Jack 9. Push, 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 push. Hey, Amy. I like Amy.
I like Amy too.
She's the best.
Yep.
And look, and her and her husband are playing right next to each other. How cute. All right. Jack
Angelo.
9's got to see. He just limped. I'm very upset with Tyler right now.
I know.
I'm upset. He's playing a dangerous game. It could work out for him because he does have the best hand currently. Except,
Does he?
Well, I mean, he had the best hand. Angelo outflopped the shit out of him.
Yeah, yeah,
Seven.
double dominated.
Now he's out.
Double.
Yep. Now it's Angelo and Dan, the two big stacks. Tyler secretly hoping that they bust
All
each
in,
other
all in,
out.
all in, all in, all in.
Like an all-in collision
Queens
where
versus
both
sevens,
drivers
prime
are
time.
gone. And he just gets first place money.
Angelo wins, and now Tyler has no fold equity. They're calling with anything, and now you just have to win it all in. You only have one chance to win.
I think he was already in that spot, but I agree. Now there's no way you can do anything but just put your chips in. Because he's the big blind now.
No, he won.
Oh, they haven't
He
moved
just
the
was.
button
No, he just was. So
Are all
he's
three
Move
of
the
us
button.
gonna
Move the
last
button,
outs for $10?
yelling.
You all right?
Move the button.
The $10 last outs, we didn't even chop those, did we?
He did it.
So it's just me and you last outs for 10, right?
I feel like
You
the
want
button looks so
to-
small.
Yeah. I think it's because the circles look
We're
big.
the only two. Huh?
You get to see Tyler's face for the first time in
you
2
roll
hours.
That's not what I thought it looked like either.
What did you think
So
it
I
looked
won the
like?
10.
Different.
It's weird to see people, and I know I've mentioned this many times before, like just new people that only met pandemic.
We just chopped the 20
Pandemic
50.
friends are like weird now to see their faces.
Whoa, you look like Chuck.
Oh, did we chop
Yeah.
that?
You look like that? Huh.
Chuck's face?
Well,
Come on.
Cisco with the mustache.
Oh my God.
The guy
People
was
who just-
the guy was dealing with us for 3 months before we realized he had a mustache.
170 each. Yeah.
Where did you come from? All right, Tyler Jack 4 suited. Like, get it in
I
there.
just didn't even think about it. I forgot about
Get it in there.
You
Don't even
forward.
look. Oh my Lord. He only had to go get one.
No, I just like guaranteed money.
In his defense,
4 big blinds.
I
All
have no defense.
You don't do last outs?
He does have the button in his hand, so.
right,
But
well,
Jack,
I mean,
Jack 4 is better. Jack 4 is suited against
got
one
broken.
hand.
Jack 4's pretty good.
I mean, you're like 40% against
I
everything.
mean, it's nice.
Worse.
$170 for each person.
Worst.
To add on to everything else. we're
Even
gonna get.
Dominator, what, 70-30?
Yeah.
Pretty good day.
Shit. Hand number 61, folks.
Now what's he gonna do? Like he has to here. Oh,
No.
so now he's
He's
all
just
in.
forced next hand. I think the Jack 4 was a missed opportunity.
No, the Jack 9.
Jack 9. Whatever that suited Jack was.
The Jack 9 against the 9-7 and Jack 5.
There's been a lot of hands lately that are sharing cards.
Yeah.
Like A7 versus 7-6, which is so scary, heads up, that if they hit a 7 on the
Kicker
flop,
problems.
like it's just, you're just going to lose it. You're just going to lose a pot.
A little gutter ball.
Angelo Gutterball is going to get some
He's
money.
definitely-
Dan's not going to let the ace high go by. Ooh, he does. Check, check. 4. Board pair. 25.
Now Dan's like, I have the best hand. How can you have it? He would have bet a 5. He would have bet a 3.
I think he knew he had the best hand on the flop, and maybe Angelo looked at his chips or something, and it gave Dan like a double take. Checking it down now.
Is Angelo going to bet?
He might.
It's the only way you can win, right?
I like it.
I mean, what is he repping? Who knows?
Well, see, this is the story that we've been telling. What's the story that you've been telling? That
There
you've
was
been
no-
sneaking out of Jack? I mean, it's hard to sell that story.
Yeah.
I mean, he sold it, but I don't know who's reading it.
None of the guys at that table were reading it. We were reading it.
Hey, Jeff in the background there. Memorial Day must have been cold. He's got a puffy vest on.
I don't know. I was in Vegas. It was 108. So.
Oh yeah, I like Vegas.
Yeah,
Like half
I
my
miss
set.
Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in 2 years.
yeah.
I miss Vegas. All right, good luck, Tyler. You're gonna need some cards here. I'm wishing him all the best. King 5 for Dan. Probably gonna let the other two see what they are gonna do. Let Angelo take him down. Queen 6, not terrible. Put out a chunk, Angelo. Tyler didn't even look.
The raise is
It sucks when you have a bad hand in your first batch when the guy's like all in because you just have to fold and like give up the bounty opportunity.
Yeah.
You get to
A7 suited, so I guess. But again, it's like you wait too long. Even the double, nobody's gonna fold. It's funny to say that though, because like he would have been out of the tournament 100% already. So maybe the way he played it is the correct way because he's still
We
in.
keep our bounties in?
As long as you're in,
That's results oriented.
can you not make statements based on results-oriented decision-making skills? That seems like a pretty important reason to do things. All right, Queen 6 versus A7. Ooh.
Oh, no.
No, here Tyler goes. Yes. No.
There
Drawn dead.
Roller coaster of emotions.
Wow, that was going every which way, no matter what.
I was like, hey,
All right, up to
oh,
100K.
Big triple up for Tyler.
hey.
Now one more. He's back in.
It would have gotten all in after the flop anyway.
True, they would have gotten it all in after the flop anyways. No way you're folding an ace heads up, and no way Angelo's getting rid of bottom 2 pair.
no more than.
Just an unfortunate turn. That's why they call it the turn, because it's an
Just like that,
unfortunate
I'm
turn
back.
of
Of
events.
events.
Yeah, that's why it's short for the
I know.
turn. First coined by Johnny Moss in the 1964
That's
WSOP.
not true.
When was the first WSOP?
I have no idea.
I think it was in the 70s.
It's got to be the 70s.
Yeah.
Try my best.
When they used to bring out
it
the
was the
money,
50
it was
second.
all in like 20s because it was like $80,000. Or I mean, there's like 8 guys that played. It was basically just those D-gens being like, hey, let's do this. Like the WSOP should be giving money to like Doyle Brunson and Amarillo Slim. Is Amarillo Slim still alive?
I think so.
You know, like those guys, because like all they were doing were just full blown D-gen. Like, hey, you guys want to do a sit and go for $20K each?
Yeah.
You know, we'll call it the World Series
Right.
of poker. Like that's how it started, which is awesome, by the way.
Well, if it's the 52nd WSOP, then
Yeah, we should be able to work backwards from
69. Is that right? 1960. I can't talk.
that. Yeah, no, you can't. It's great.
What is it?
Well, it's 22 right now, so you take off.
It's 21 right now.
Okay, 20. Call it 22 for easier math.
Okay, then it would be
It would be 70, so yeah, take
69.
one off, 69. 1969 was the
Okay.
first one. They were probably all drunk in Vegas, like,
I'm gonna look up who was in the first one.
I guarantee. Oh!
gonna
What's your
look
bet? Over and under. How many players?
I'm
13. 13's the line.
I'll take over.
I'm going to go under. I think it was like 12 guys.
So you knew
Okay,
it.
Tyler's all in with an ace 4. Dan outflopped him with a duck, duck, goose. Gonna need to fade diamonds for a chop
I got
pot.
2 overs. To your pair.
I think he just gave Dan the finger.
You could say that.
Rightfully so.
So Tyler has a 3, a 4, or an ace. Huh? Oh, that's what the top of the screen says.
Looks like 10 outs, one of which is gone.
Alright, let's see.
I like how they give you the
Luck
true
continue.
outs so that you know like one's already gone, but like that really doesn't matter. Like you still count the same.
Yeah.
Give me something good.
Turn is a 7.
Good.
No extra outs for Tyler. Just gonna need an ace or a 4. He hit a 4.
Hey,
What a
let's
game!
go.
This is the tournament
Suck
that
out,
never
man.
ends.
Back,
And
here
now
to
he's
stay.
back.
He's
Let's
got a
go.
200K again.
So much fun.
Super, super
I'm a
sick.
fucking cockroach.
Tyler, I take back everything I said.
Flipping
Play your
cockroach.
game because clearly Brandon and I's book smarts do
I
not
just
carry
want to
over
see how you
into
guys
tournaments. How many players in the 1969 World Series of Poker main event?
I don't know. Crandall Addington won. Becky Binion was in it. She's a daughter.
Yeah, I know, man. We've been giving it back
Jack?
and forth.
Yeah, he's
though.
probably just put her in.
The winner. in
That was the rake,
1970
like my
Johnny
daughter
Moss.
gets to play.
It doesn't say.
How many players? What was the first place prize?
It doesn't say.
Come on, it's probably because they have no idea. It was just
It
a,
literally.
That's it.
The idea of the
Pretty someone
WSOP
to play
began
that
in
way.
1969 with the event called Texas Gambling Reunion.
Not at all.
Literally just a sit and go.
Yep. That's insane.
Holiday Hotel and Casino in Rio. It wasn't even in Vegas.
Was Rio the first time? All right, Tyler's on a little run here. He gets eights very next hand after his ace-4 double up. Back in it. Raises. Oh, no. Angelo hits Jack on the flop. He checks into Tyler. Nope. Did he check yet? He did. Check. Tyler's going ahead and c-bet his eights here. He's probably thinking he's good. Tyler calls. Good Lord. Angelo calls. I need help here, Brandon, because I can't commentate by
Keep
myself.
going. I'm looking.
I'm stuttering. I'm calling out the wrong players. He's going to need an 8, or his tournament life is going to be over here. Half of an 8 is a 3. He bets. Boy. He bets.
Well,
Angelo goes all
you
in.
need
I
that.
know. And
This is
then
great.
and Tyler calls
Here it goes.
with
There
a
it is.
5% out. But now he was down
I
to
think it's
just
pretty
one
safe
out
to say on that.
previously.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
If you hit,
He's
if you
got
pull
2
your
outs.
8 out there.
2 8s. Wait,
If
the
anyone's
diamonds
going
and
to-
the 8 of spades. What are you reading?
This whole article on the history of the WSOP.
I'm
Good,
I'm
send it over to
100% actually.
So really 1970
player,
was the
not
first
the
year it was
cards,
called the WSOP.
Because it was a
Captain
Texas,
suck out.
whatever. But they still count it because it's the 52nd right now. All right, Queen on the River
thought it was
means
an 8.
Angelo wins.
Got it
Tyler,
so much
very
time.
nice finish there, sir.
Take it
I
easy.
think you
Thank
played
you
it
for
well.
the time.
I take
Put it
back
in
all of the times that I think you should have gone in, but you didn't. Same result. He got third. Look at that massive chip stack for Angelo. All of those Illini colors, blue and orange.
I'm just grinning.
Okay, there was
1969 entrance not available. 1970 not available. 1971 Johnny Moss 6 entries, 30K to first. 72 8, 73 13, 74 16.
So I was 100%.
Then Doyle won it in 76 and 77 with 22 and 34. Winner take all of these years.
Wow, that's a stone cold gambler sit and go.
So
10K
1977.
Now, were they always $10,000 buy-ins?
Yeah, 1977,
Holy
34 entries, first prize 340,000.
Okay, that's sick.
Then it went 1978, 42 entries, 210 to first, so they probably paid out top 3.
Yeah.
50, 30, 20%. So yeah, Doyle won a winner take all 34 players. That's so
That's
sick.
sick. You think they made deals at that time?
I don't know, but 340,000 in 77 is probably a
lot.
lot of money.
Yeah, 100% is a lot.
I'm going to the inflation.
Yeah. We've lost Brandon down the rabbit hole of World Series of Poker. They should do like a Texas reunion, like sit and go, and see if they can get some of those old-timey guys to come out and play.
They're just all too old.
Let them sit around and play
They're
whatever.
old.
So what? It's fun watching poker go. We'll
I
just
know,
watch it
but
like
they're all
5x
old.
speed.
1977.
All right. Angelo, after all of the ups and downs, is back into a massive chip lead, 70-30. He's got him down.
Ready for this?
Yep.
$340,000 in 1977 is $2.5 million today.
Can you imagine playing a sit and go with how many players? 40 players? 34 players?
Yeah.
34 players where first place prize is $2.5 million. That's bananas.
And second is nothing.
Second's nothing. Could you imagine the
That's
stress?
probably the most impressive.
That's the most impressive.
1977.
Now again, you never
WSOP.
know. Like maybe they get down to 3, be like, all right, let's chop this up, seven. You know,
Yeah,
like
100,000 each. We'll
$100K
play for the
each.
40,000.
Correct. That's probably what happened because they're smart gamblers. Obviously, they've been gamblers their whole lives, so they know what they're doing. But I don't know. It
Unless
seems crazy.
Doyle's like, these guys are scrubs. I can beat them.
Yeah. Would you ever do the scrub moment?
I mean, they'd have to be really bad.
I'm trying to think of people I would want to play against for $2.5 million, 3-way action, and that I wouldn't take a chop.
I can think of a few. I won't name them. But.
No. Mike. Is Mike one of them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one of them.
All right, so all the mics out there, one of you is pegged
One of
as
you.
Brandon will 100% play you 3-way action for $1 million. And no chops.
No chops.
2.5 actually million. Angelo's still chipping away here. Dan's down to 217. 75-25 chip stacks, folks. Do you know what that means, Brandon? One double up, and they're even.
That math checks out for the third time again. The blinds are 612. You
Told
still
you,
have good
when
math.
I am a genius at math when there's fives involved. 75-25, I know exactly what to do. 73-27, blah, 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 I don't know how to do that math. Even though it's basically the same thing, my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I'm like an idiot savant when it comes to anything that ends in the number 5.
Crazy daisy.
Heads up action. It's not a winner take all, so you don't have to worry about that factor. But at this point, when you've got a guy 3-1 chips, do you just jam, just put pressure. I will say a player, I will not name names.
And it's better when
but he had a massive chip lead in the 240. I mean, he had a ton of chips, and he played uber aggressive, does not even remotely go with what this gentleman was doing. He was just a bulldozer. Just bet. And again, if you just keep betting, you win so many small pots or medium pots because players are not unwilling to go to the end with you, that you just continue to build that chip stack. That's a part of my game that I do not have. I do not have the. I don't have the chip leader.
And when you
mindset.
get no resistance.
Ooh, can we do like a chip leader mindset?
I don't know.
Podcast.
I
don't qualify.
I've
but
never been a
I
chip
could
leader
ask,
in anything.
You know who? We got to find somebody who's good at chip leader deeps, like Zeus. I don't know if Zeus is a good one to pick, but like he made fun of me one time. We were playing in a qualifier for the CSOP, not the WSOP, CSOP, and I had like, again, there were like 2 tables left, 13 players, and I had like 60% chips in play. I just knocked everybody out.
Yep.
I just had everything. I left. He's like, you could leave. He was so mad at me. I was like, I'm leaving. What do I need to play here for? I could literally blind off like 8 guys got spots, and we're at 12, and I have half the chips in play.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I'm done.
I'm not doing your work for you. Do your own work.
I did my work.
I did my work.
Good.
I
I'm
knocked
good.
out the players I needed to knock out. You knock out who's ever left. I'm out. He was so mad at me. I'm like, no, I'm done. This is it. I'm leaving. I don't need to do this anymore.
All right, so Dan just makes it 38,000. King, Queen, gonna see it. These
Are
two
we still
nice
commentating?
hits.
I thought we were just hanging out.
I'm back to it.
Okay, good. I need you. Clearly, I'm only a color guy. I'm the Norman child here.
I mean, you are wearing a nice color today.
It's blue.
Yeah.
You don't see me in blue very often.
No, you don't.
I got a golf tournament this weekend, Cook County Amateur, in case anybody wants to give me some good vibes. I need them each and every day. If you see me on Sunday, that means I got knocked out early. It's a match play bracket system, so it's great. You go mano-y-mano. Very rare. One tournament a year we get to play mano-y-mano, where you get seeded. There's a seeding round. You get ranked 1 through 32.
So you just like sandbag the seeding round?
So it's kind of weird. No. You always try to play. Higher seeds always do better, because then you don't have to play the better players until later in the tournament. So it's just like it's 1 out of 32, but probably normal years there's like 5 or 6 guys that could win it at any time, depending on who makes putts, who does whatever. So it's like kind of one of those things, but like you don't want to have to face one of those guys early.
Yeah.
You'd rather wait until later, right? The nice thing is, if you get from after day 1, you do the seeding round, and then the first round you get down to 16 players. Then on Saturday, if you get from 16 to 8, play the afternoon round, and then 8 to 4. So if you make it to Sunday, you're guaranteed 2 more rounds, because you either play in the championship match or the consolation match. So you get to play 2 more rounds, so it's great. The whole goal is just to keep advancing. So nobody cares about what you shoot or what you do.
Yeah.
But, it's one of those things. Dan, Queen 10 suited. We are not even going to see Angelo do it beforehand. He's just going to fold.
And Dan has just started pounding. I mean, blinds are 612, and he just made it like 55,000.
What were we talking about? I wanted to write something down.
Chip leader mentality.
Oh, there you go. Chip leader mentality. Chip leader.
My watch is telling me to breathe.
Do you think that happens because of, like, is it know you're stressed, or?
No, you have it like set up to tell you to do it every 2 hours or whatever it tells you to do it.
No, because mine always does it, and I always seem to be like agitated at my kids or something. It's like, breathe. Thanks, Apple Watch. You're making me a better parent. It's funny, my buddy sent me a picture of his watch when they were at the Mississippi State National Championship game for the College World Series, and his heartbeat was at like it was like warning him, like, your EKG is unnormally high.
Yeah,
because his heart rate was
normal
so high.
heart rate is like 70, and
right,
he's sitting there like 110 for an hour straight.
He's just on it. All right, this could be it. Queen 10 from Angelo, Ace King from Dan, raised to 38. Angelo calls 22,000.
Blinds are up 816.
Misflop. Let's see if Dan... Angelo checks. Dan's going to c-bet it. Oof. How much? 60K?
Now, I know Angelo's going to fold, but, like, what would Dan do if he faced a shove? Who knows? Because he put out 55 there. He only had, like, 100 left. I was kind of hoping he'd miss that.
It's easy layup.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. So we still have a 2-to-1 chip advantage for Angelo, a little bit more.
Getting closer. Dan's chipping away, chipping away, chipping away.
I have groceries getting delivered at 1:30.
It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
And you're in not even close.
I'm not even in the same state.
I had to drive all the way to, like,
Michigan City.
eastern Indiana. It's way out there. It's kind of fun, though. Ace-9 from Angelo suited. Suited cards look so much prettier when your head's up.
They do. Yeah. Suited ace. This is a monster heads up on the button.
Ooh, and a mystery hand for Dan, which probably means he's got the king of clubs.
So Angelo just seems comfortable because Dan's never playing back. You know, like even his big hands, it's kind of just like, let's see what's going on.
Angelo's always in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems easier to play against when you know you're never going to get resistance.
I mean, and when you do, the resistance is like you
Strong.
just make the choice. Yeah. It's not a.
All right, well, Dan's got a king.
Pretty sure he's got a king, which means he flopped top pair, and Angelo's got the flush draw and 1 over. We might see an all-in and a call here.
This is a good spot for Angelo to raise. You know,
Put Dan
yeah,
to the test. Are you
yeah.
willing to fire it up? He did. It looks like a 3-bet and an all-in, unless Angelo went all in. Nope. Angelo raised to 100K. Dan decided to put it all in.
I mean, Angelo's never folding.
At this point, no. I mean, you bet the 100,000 to entice him to do this. I mean, this is what you wanted. Yeah, I mean,
And
he just
it's
says,
unlucky you ran into a king.
It is what it is.
Hopefully it's not king 4 or king
I
deuce.
mean, in all honesty, I guess the only thing you don't want to see is a king. You'd love to see a 4 or deuce because then you get 2 over cards.
Yeah.
But right now he's only got 1. But he's still got spades.
Or like queen, jack of spades.
Oh,
Or
queen
like-
jack of spades would have been sweet.
Or any spade draw.
All right. Angelo's going to need an ace or not. This is when we get into those moments where we know there's too much time left for Dan to get knocked out of the tournament. So it's
This is where I was doing some math. I didn't know.
it's the problem of watching it on television.
Well, now you just told them.
No, I didn't. I'm telling you that this is why it's hard to watch TV poker
need
because
this
we
is
know
if we knew there was 4 minutes
if there's
left.
8 minutes left in this show,
Yeah.
right? You know it's going to be like that's not all commercials. There ain't a spade coming, dog.
It's funny because there.
Red card, duck, king 7. So we knew he had it, and
Wow.
a 9 for just a slap on a face to Angelo. They're gonna piss. God darn 9! Who could give me a 9? No, I hate you.
Can't get there.
Felt good there. It's a big chip stack. So now we are at.
Where they flip flopped.
Well, they didn't quite flip flop.
Well, amazing.
Yeah, they flip flop. Not quite, but close.
I mean,
70-30 is really where we're at.
how? 67-33.
It's close. 65-35.
that's
I
2 to
need
1.
the fives.
It's 2 to 1. Literally by the rounding of the math is exactly 2 to 1.
It's not exactly 2 to 1.
Give it to him.
Yeah, it is. It's close.
I mean, it can't be
close.
any closer.
Is John Song ever going to get a haircut?
I hope not.
Do you think he watches Thursday Night Poker while he's at his home games?
I hope
being
so.
awesome.
I hope so.
And he's like, hey guys, guess what? Brandon and Ken just gave me a shout out on
at the
Thursday Night
58
Poker.
The 58-minute mark.
It's awesome. All right, Dan is not even doing chips. So, Brandon, when a man raises you and he hasn't stacked his chips, what does that mean?
Got a good hand.
He's got a good hand, folks. Nobody in the history of poker, even when Doyle Brunson won in 1977 against 35 other schmucks,
33.
32 other schmucks for an all-or-nothing tournament for the equivalency of $2.5 million. If you are stacking chips, you're good. And then he banks king. Angelo might do something crazy here. Don't
turn
be a
it
queen. No! Oh! I'm all in.
And he
Oh.
has a heart. They both have hearts.
Oh no, Angelo. Angelo, this is Ken from the future. Don't do it. Whatever comes out, don't do it. Almost two paired him, which would have been the nail in the coffin. Dan's got a bet here. How much? 40K? Yep, gets called. Good bet, Dan. I think 40 is a good bet for what Angelo was willing to put into the pot to see if that queen was good.
Yep.
And really, the queen's not a bad hand there.
Oh, no,
like, it's a
queen's
pretty solid
Queen
hand.
is great. You checking our audio?
I'm
making sure?
so nervous that this isn't going to work.
Well, I'm leaving no matter what.
and then I'm just going to put this up with muted commentary.
Yeah.
Muted commentary from Ken and Brandon. Then nobody would know how we arrived at the WSOP All or Nothing tournament. Flip and goes. I mean, look, 52 years ago they were playing for like bank rolls and that's it, winner take all. Now we're doing stupid flip and goes for 10K a pop.
That's great.
God, I love poker.
I know. Oh, how it's evolved. Can you get the cursor out of the middle of the screen? I can't see.
Better?
Yeah.
You didn't with the mouse and
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I see Angelo folded. Okay, I was having trouble there. Now it's like came into focus.
Chip count 80% to Dan. Angelo's down to 2 big blinds, 10 big blinds, some kind of big blinds.
But again, Angelo just needs a double.
Yep. He needs the exact same thing that that Dan just got.
A double.
Right,
Yeah.
double up.
Yeah, it's generally what you need when you're down to 10 big blinds in poker tournaments.
Too tricky squared, I like that. Was when two guys are trying to outplay the other one, and all it turns out is they both win the minimum. Like nobody wins enough on that one. It's too much. Too funny.
All right, we got Dan with the 4-3 off and the button, and he's limping, and Angelo's going to see a flop.
Angelo's thinking, I remember when I had 700,000 in chips.
And a whole lot of nothing.
But Dan's going to play the big stack and just keep betting until either he gets called or Angelo folds.
Yep.
I like that. That's called chip leader mentality.
I like it.
We should start like a poker artwork things, how they have like conception is everything or whatever, like those stupid like lion pictures. Be the lion, not the roar. I don't know, whatever those stupid like.
Or like the not the avalanche, the iceberg, where it's like this is just the tip.
Right, yeah, and then underneath
the
it's like, oh, it's hard work. How does that motivate people? We should do poker specific
poker
artwork.
NFTs.
Yeah, that would be
CCG
great.
NFTs.
I don't know how to do that. Let's get on that.
Yeah, let's figure that out. You can sell.
Angelo's all in with a 69 just because he thought it would be funny to do so. Dan's going to call with the queen 9, which is really not good. Because really all you're hoping for at any point for Angelo is just to have 2 live cards. That's it. That's all you want.
Like if we found the commentary, that 3-hour-long one, that
we could put it out as an NFT.
Yeah, and sell it for like 100,000.
It's true.
Because it's that good.
It was that good, folks.
The long lost, whatever. Yeah.
Long lost tapes.
Yeah.
Be like one of those Bitcoin stories where people are like, I found 28 Bitcoins in my old laptop that I lost and I forgot the password for it.
I swore on my entire life that we bought $100 in Bitcoin to buy drugs off the Silk Road and then chickened out and never did it.
It's out there somewhere?
It's on a laptop. And this was 2011, so it had to be like under $1.
You could have just gone down the street corner.
Yeah, but
it's not like you were buying heroin or anything.
No.
You'd be the only guy to want to buy pot on Silk Road.
No. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna
what a doofus. All right, Angelo is on his last breath with a 9-6 off versus Dan's queen 9, 70-80. Nope, that's not right.
70-80.
70-30 split here.
You really are bad with numbers.
I can't see him. Like I'm dyslexia. I don't even say that right. This episode brought to you by Mental Awareness of Learning Disabilities.
1-800.
If you'd have seen how badly I screwed up that spreadsheet, you would have thought I had a learning disability. It was tough. I was so mad. And I yelled at some nice lady, and then her response was, Ken's so much nicer on the internet. How awful is that? I gotta find her and apologize. I apologized in the vlog. I'll apologize in the next podcast episode. I'll apologize tonight on Thursday Night Poker towards the end here. Poor Angelo just cannot get away from those 9s because it's a 9. You can't beat Dan with a 9.
Yeah. It's true.
Can't do it. Down to a 6.
Winner.
That's it. Angelo's eliminated. And in good spirit, he's upset. I mean, I would be upset. You were a massive chip leader, and he took a lot of bad breaks in the sense of, like, he lost every race. I mean, clearly that's how you get second from that is you just lose every race. But he gives him the high five and goes from there. Well, thank you for watching Thursday Night Poker. Next week, we will have a Memorial Day Deep Stack tournament with some wild celebrity players such as Sniper.
Again?
Was he in this one?
Yep.
Okay, Sniper's definitely not in the next one. Shout out to Sniper. Sorry, buddy, you're not in the next tournament. But again, it was very similar to this. The Memorial Day weekend, it brought out tons of great action where it was like the tournaments went significantly longer than we thought. Lots of things happened. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, folks. We are so close to a 1K. Absolutely free roll. No add-ons, no nothing. We'll do it at like 12 o'clock on a Saturday and just rip-roaring it, go through. It'll be amazing. Please subscribe. It's free. It helps us. I spit towards Brandon. Shout out to Doyle Brunson for winning the 1977 WSOP.
Winner take all.
I also won the massively underrated underbet in that one. I won.
You did. Well, it said not available. So.
That's because there was probably 3 guys who played in it. They just flipped for 10K each. Until next time, we'll see you next week. Thursday Night Poker's back.
Farewell.
Bye, everybody.